What's good, YouTube? It's your boy CJ. I'm back with another one. Today I'm hitting y'all with a little voiceover. We're going to be recapping a trade that I took the other day. I just started a new trading. I started trading a new challenge account for Top Step. Another one, 50K. I really wanted to find out a way to copy trade my live account with my Combine, but I'm sure as most of y'all know, and as most of y'all do as well, is I'm not trading as aggressive on my personal as I am on the challenge, and I haven't found a way to like enter the same positions with different position sizes. So this trade specifically, I wanted to take it on my personal as well, but the trade kind of started taking off, and I didn't feel comfortable trying to jump in late on the personal, so I just decided to sit out. But as you can see here, we have a nice supply zone that I drew out. We have a breaker structure, and we also have a gap. And I typed some stuff up because I forgot to turn on my voice recording, so I ended up just typing stuff out here. But as I was typing right here, you can see that we have we crossed the 13 EMA, and the 13 EMA on the 1 minute was acting as a level of support. So I was expecting a little bit of rejection from this area right down here. But we had our clean break. We had our clean break on a 5 minute breaker structure. We had our nice gap. All of that was filled back in, and we had a rejection of the supply zone, and we had our break of the candle, and that's actually where I entered in. But here, yeah, I'm pretty much sitting through the trade, trying to be patient. As of right now, the price action looks pretty good. And I'm typing things out. For example, the 1-to-1. I usually take partials. I'll usually take half of my position off the table at 1-to-1, and I'll go break even, and I'll let the rest run to the hour liquidity, or if there's a large level of 5 minute liquidity, I'll target for that. And as you can see here, I said I'll be going break even. We can close below 1-to-1 on the 5 minute, then I'll be okay with that. And I say close because the closers are the most secure things they go off of. Like, we see so many times where the banks just decide to take liquidity. They see the price drop all the way down, and you see an enormous wick. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes I feel like you can see a candle like that, but some people be forgetting, like, at some point during that candle, you could have pulled that candle up, or you could have pulled that chart up, and it was a bearish engulfing. 2 minutes later on a 5 minute chart, it's a doji. Now everybody looks at that candle in a totally different manner. So I was really waiting for a closure below that 1-to-1 level on the M5. But these are the times where, like, it really takes a lot of patience, guys. Like, some people will say, especially if you, let's say for example, we talk to somebody who doesn't know how to trade, and you'd be like, oh yeah, I was up 700, but I ended up closing out like 500. Look, why didn't you close with all 700? You don't know. Yeah, you feel me? Like, if you're expecting price to go to a certain price point, it doesn't matter what my profit or loss is. I'm trading it based off the technical. So if it hasn't hit where I expect the price to go to, then what am I closing for? But you got to stay patient. Definitely want to secure your profits, and you definitely want to take as much risk off the table as you can when you get the chance. But for example, as a here, I don't want to take anything off the table until I at least hit the 1-to-1 and close below the 1-to-1, because I seen price coming down right here, but you never know what can happen. And this right here is exactly what I mean. So I think I put it here. Yeah, I said, not really liking this rejection, as I wasn't. And this is exactly what we were just talking about. Price could come all the way down, and you could look like you're forming a bearish engulfing, and literally spike back up in the last 30 seconds of a candle. And that's exactly what happened here. So on that 1 minute, as you just seen, I actually pulled out a demand zone down on the 1 minute that we just rejected off of. So at this point, I'm not sure, like, okay, should I go break even? You know what I'm saying? Should I take my profits, or should I let it run? And here you can see I said, most likely close if we come back to break even. Fortunately, we got a little rejection here. On the 1 minute, we rejected the 200 and a 13 EMA, and we also got a cross. And that was a pretty strong rejection to the downside. So I felt kind of confident once we got that right there. But, at this point in time, there was no reason for me to go break even yet because we hadn't really broken any major structure. So I had to keep my risk on the table. And right here, I actually like this rejection. This was a solid rejection, especially on a 5 minute. I'm gonna give it a second to bounce back when I bounce back out. But on the 5 minute, we actually rejected the 13 EMA pretty much perfectly. And as of right now, we're damn near breaking the structure to the downside after that rejection of the 13 EMA. So I was very confident after this rejection right here. But as you can see, we still have 1 minute left on this candle, so you never know where it's going to close at. You never know what's going to happen. And my main focus, like I typed out, was at this point in time, let me see what time it was. It was like 9:10-ish, something of that sort. I can't even see the time in the screen recording, but approaching the New York Stock Exchange open, I don't want to leave any risk on the table because, generally before the open, we see liquidity get taken a lot. And if you're not familiar with that, or what that means, that's generally where you see the price move erratically and hit stop losses in both directions and taking money off of the table before making a true move. Situation like this, if I'm in profit or a solid amount of profit, I'll genuinely just move my stop loss to break even, and pray that price action holds. If I'm in drawdown, I'm closing the trade. If I'm pretty much near my entry, I'm closing the trade. Only reason why I would leave it open and let it run is if I'm at least halfway to my take profit, or there's a substantial amount of room for me to accommodate for them taking liquidity. Because if I'm like 2 pips from my entry, I'm already gonna know, okay, they're most likely at some point in 5 minutes prior or after the open, it's gonna spike up. Even if it goes down, it's gonna spike up and take me out. So I might as well take what I have off the table. But yeah, my main priority at this point in time is just to watch the price action, see if I'm able to go break even, if it makes sense to go break even, or if it makes sense to just close out my trade and take what I have before the open. Close prior to that, I wanted to see it break bearish, but it didn't. So I had to go break even. As you can see right here, I got stopped out at break even, unfortunately. But it is what it is. The only thing I can do is take what the market give me. So that was my trade breakdown for the other day. You guys like, share, comment, subscribe. Let me know if you guys got any topics you want me to hit on. This day ended up being a small win, but this shows the importance of taking the small profits off the table and going break even. I ended up closing the day with $146 profit. It's not bad, you know what I'm saying, but I did see a larger amount on the table. And if I would have been stuck in my ways and just been angrily like, oh, you know what, it's still gonna drop, I would have ended up taking a full hit. I would have lost 1,100, and that would have been a bad trading day for me. But today, regardless, even though the trade closed at break even, and I'm technically missed out on about $900 worth of unrealized profit, I'm happy with the way I executed this trade today. So I have no complaints, y'all. But y'all stay blessed, stay safe in these markets, and stay disciplined. I'll get with y'all in the next one. Peace.